My friends, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I really appreciate you joining my show, Wise One Channel. We are in the middle of February somewhere. It's like the 11th of February. It's cold where I am because it's winter. I love the winter. Not really. I said that was sarcasm. Yeah, winter is not my favorite. What was I doing on here? Oh yeah, I'm going to show you the big old moon. I just love that thing. I'm not getting sick of it. It keeps bringing me, awesomeness of the way that they're not associated. Moon, these, like, this account, the one I use is for free, but if you'd like to do things like astrology forecast, St. Valentine's Day, tap to unlock. St. Valentine's Day is a reminder of the importance of love and affection in our lives, the celebration of people who make blah blah. So it's tap to unlock. Moon in Libra, tap to unlock. Day characteristics: health, business, beauty, care, relations, food, garden. So I would like to know, like, what's the best to plant when. That would be nice. But it does, for the free part of the app that I'm using, it shows that moonrise is at 12:30 a.m. So it's up there to 11:47 a.m. So I take it's there all day. Sunrise is at 9:01 and sunset is 7:23. It shows when the new moon is the 20th February and the time 2:07 a.m. And then the full moon is the 7th of March at 7:36 a.m. But it's got the gigantic picture of the moon where it's illuminated, where it's tilted and illuminated. It's gorgeous. I love it. And where I'm at, let's see how gold the day is going to get on me. New ocean in Africa, intriguing. Yeah, our thingies are split and doing stuff. Our plates. So things are interesting. So it'll be end of, what's it, Pangea? Of the Pangea, that split gave us our Americans and African and European Asia continent with India and Australia and all that. So the plates move. And I love how the plasticity is sort of like a Play-Doh. All the Play-Doh, you roll around, it gets nice and warm. The plates that we, go up and over and compress, and lots of volcanic activities, forming new land masses. It's quite a wonder. Our beautiful terrestrial planet, our beautiful Gaia, she changes as she gets older. Yeah, it doesn't happen as much. I don't know what she's going for, but down in the middle of Africa, be the African home. That's scary. If you're living in the now, it's splitting. Then that's a bit scary. The way that it's going to change, and trying to think, where would my great grandkids grow up in? What kind of landmass? What kind of world? But anyways, so let's go into the weather. So it's below freezing. That would explain why I feel cold. And I was wearing a sweatshirt and I realized it's got a big giant logo on it, which is supposed to support, but they don't want to be associated I never asked them associated on a YouTube channel. But I want to show my swords like ghost. a specific school, but then paranoia is like, oh, that, listen, you know, their intentions. Okay, so it's going to be below freezing, like all day. So I'm going outside. So that means I'm just going to clean. I'm going to and try to get my environment pretty for being inside. And then in March, that way, I'm trying to get plants going. I want to get stuff spreading. So somehow I got to afford dirt before it's too late. I don't know. Germinating. It's different because with the way that the weather is changing and the way that things are going on, when we plant might be different than when we don't plant. So we should try that out and see what happens. It'll be weird to pick up dirt and stuff. Gosh, so pretty. So far. Oh gosh. Yeah, so. Alright, turn those lever. And so I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, I should do tarot reading. Should get more into that so that I can get better at it, like professionally good at it. I just know that like when I grab the card, it happens to me every time. They'll shuffle too. The party, they'll be like, oh, we'll grab this card and we'll read it, and then later in the party we'll grab a new card, and I grab the same card. I'm the only one that grabs the same card. Like the universe, spirits, the ancestors, they be trying to tell me stuff and wonder why the hell I can't or why in the livings I can't understand them. Oh. Like, no. No. So if I ask a question, they tell me. So I'm naturally good at it. So, but naturally good at it only does you so far. Where is you can hone a skill, and just how fast you hone the skill or how well you master the skill from early on. So it doesn't matter if you're born with it or if you develop it. The thing is, if you practice it, become familiar with it, get better. You can lose skill level, but developing it into a skill is awesome because there's always this. Yeah, it's still slippery. There's always this. So what do we need to know for today? Let's shuffle. This one is the Sacred Circle Tarot deck. It's a Celtic pagan journey, and Anna Franklin, illustrated by Paul Mason. Ooh, right side up today. That's always happy. We have the High Priest one, so it's just the start of the journey. The Major Arcane. Clarence. So we have the High Priest sitting in a field with a book. So he stands alone, leading people up on the field type thing. So was I tell you right side up at divinity? Nope, that was the page, wasn't it? Nope, that was 0, the green man. So, symbolism. Divine meaning. It's like a whole page. like, do I want to read all of that today on here? I'm going to scan through it real fast for you. Let's see. Let's read like the first paragraph and okay, randomly, what would you like to do more than anything else in life, or wandering towards it? Everyone has something that they've always wanted to do, but have put it off, or just thought they couldn't do it. Or it could be a special trip, a career change, a make plan to deal with. Remember that deeper longing is something, the thing you have come into life to do. Start now, tonight. Explore what it would take and begin. It may take a long time to get there, but if you don't start the journey, you will never arrive. On a spiritual level, the high priestess is the inner guide whose voice is someone obscured by the confusion of your thoughts and the tumult of events. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that word. But which nevertheless is also present, perhaps guiding you subconsciously to what you need through a chance meeting, a book you happen to read, or even a dream. Deep within yourself, you have a known strength and abilities to explore and develop. You are seeking answers to philosophical questions, and you may have drawn to study philosophy or religion and hope that you may have the answers. So it's like starting this card series is a Celtic pagan journey, and it goes through each step as each of the components of tarot, and as you go through them in your development, this is like you're starting your journey. You want to learn something, a new path. I've started, a while ago, I started redoing the core of who and what I am and the way that I do things based on trying to be more neurodivergent, because being neurotypical somehow it doesn't work. It feels very torturous. It feels like it's forced. It feels like it's unnatural, and it feels like it's not right to do. But it's been done to me, and it was the only way that I thought things worked. I thought it was the only way to get things done and to do things and to survive and live, because you're in this stupid gerbil wheel that instead of it being inside a gerbil cage, you really just have the gerbil wheel. You can't get off this perpetuating work of doing things their way. And the thing is, you don't have a them or they. And so I've had to redo what it means to get up in the morning, have routine, have intentions, work my magical workings, and to do it in a way that attunes and resonates with me, the way that type of manner that intuitively feels as if this is the right course, that clicks and goes, oh yeah, this is what we were looking for the whole time. But you go like, what are you looking for? I don't know. I'll know when I see it, kind of thing. And for those, I believe that's a common occurrence. So to look for those kind of things. So this is that beginning of a journey. And so now it's probably a aspect or chapter of the journey that I've been taking, if this were to apply to me. And this is about leading forward and beginning and searching in myself, if this were for me. If this were for somebody with the high priest and the way of doing things and what I need out of my life and what I need my life to go, or where you need your life to go, the best way to do that is to make it very, very clear what you want and where you're going. It's not so important where you're going as how you get there, but without a direction on the compass or a generalization or some sort of, oh, this is what I want, you're not going to necessarily move if you don't know what you want. Coming into yourself and learning what you need and what you want and what you should learn. Like if you want a degree, knowing that you want the degree, you go and apply at the schools that offer the degree. You go on a journey and you do the steps of going through financial aid and through kicking up your books and going into class after class and learning what you need and learning what it involves to do for the degree that you want. You start a journey. It's basically going, I want this degree. And then going to the school and going, okay, this is offering school. I want to enroll. It's basically enrolling into a course for a degree. And it's a hard journey sometimes, smart journeys, several different feelings inside of a journey. And that's the important part, is to allow yourself to feel the feelings that you feel when you begin a journey or go on to any journey. And so that you start to understand what you're feeling. And you don't let its overwhelming feelings deter you if you want to complete it. Because at the end, if you don't let that deter you, you get the degree, you succeed, you get what you want. Having a clear picture of what you want, it could be a degree, it could be a career, and knowing that you want this career, you go into this course, or you go and you get a job in the field of what you want, certain career. Knowing what you want to draw that out. So drawing out that card tells me that today, what I'll take that it's advice. It's not like you do this or do that or just go to the directions. I mean, you take this with a grain of salt as advice. It's entertainment on certain platforms. I don't need that kind of direction to take it literal and stuff. That's different for different people. I'm trying to understand what everybody needs is different than what I need. But to take, seeing this card drawn today, if I were to take it as advice, I'd mean to plan some time to do some vision board or some dream journaling or some that kind of thing. Making a very clear picture of what I want, bringing it into focus, understanding the emotions with it, that kind of thing. It's very important. It's in a lot of cultures. Being intentional, how to start your day, what to do with your day, what to do, what kind of plan you have, what kind of action you're going to take. Divergently, it's better to exist, and there's a plan, and choosing to engage in this plan is big neurodivergently, because you have to have the executive function to do it. Yeah. I'm putting in my to-do list. This is an app that I use. You can write it out, whatever you have. Write down what you're going to do, your to-do list, or if you're a audio person, go ahead and make an audio recording. If you're a tactile person, putting it into a object that you can move and do. So I need to update that, I think. Schedule this stuff for today. And then add and make time for that today. And then what we have to do is to put a time for it and get started on that. This is turning out. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm so excited. Trying to tell which. I wonder if I put this in, it'll turn out, or I'm supposed to skip the first one, chain one and skip the first one, and then go into each doing a single. So straight edge. Nope. I skip one. So I didn't chain one. Maybe I should chain one. This is the chain one. Chain one? Yep, that's a chain. Okay, so this is chained already. Don't need that. When I skip when I go into the next one, I should have a straighter edge on the side going, because we're doing a single stitch. Yep. That, I hope that is straight. That side is not straight. Is this side straight? This is horrible. Oh my gosh. I would have to charge over $100 for something that, I am not undoing that to get to that. But for this kind of work, getting better, more consistent. The set is definitely straighter, except for the settle. I wonder if I could straighten that out when I come around for the edge, the border. So we'll see what happens when I make a border. I'll have to go in with like a double stitch here and a single stitch here and something. We'll figure it out to even it all out. It'll be fine. Yep. Sheesh. For the amount of time it's taking, the sucker would have to be charged over $100, which is ridiculous. So I can't sell that. But I am going to have to figure out how to make those cute little hearts. Crochet, because I was going to crochet for the class. 20 some hearts. Valentine's Day class. I figured if I can make 6 of them a day, 3 in the morning, 3 at night, I should be good. And the last one make more. And then get my kid to make a few. Because it's for their class. So I'm like, I'll do it. It's my present. I don't know. To do for other people really changes the brain. The actions that you take have an impact on how your brain is composed, and the plasticity of your brain may seem less fluid. So 1 or 2. No, that's 2. As you get older, but practice using and learning and doing and the impact of helping others, learning things that we have children do, exercising, really makes this impact on our own personal development as we get older. And it's amazing. I was watching one of those Wonder Lectures. I wish Wonder would sponsor me, but I don't have any more than 20 subscribers. We want to get like more. That would be awesome. I would, yeah, I am a Wonder Woman little addict. Yeah, there's this overthinking lecture that I have been watching. Well, like how not to. Okay, let me look at. But they are not associated. It would be nice if they would be like, "Hey, sponsor me." That'd be awesome. But they are not currently associated or anything at all. So I can't give you guys any kind of cute codes for free trials. God, I would. Guys, I would. I'd love to earn money for. I'll push notifications. Okay. Express gratitude. Okay, so overcome your overthinking. There's a guidebook. Oops, nope, I don't want to play it. I want to play it. Pause. I don't. Okay. Guidebook details. Okay, so overthinking can disrupt your ability to relax, lead to self-doubt and self-confidence issues. So, PhD Heidi. Nope, I won't make it bigger. Sormaz. SORMAS. Mm-hmm. She uses yoga. Mindfulness. She shows you how to dissociate, how to label your emotions, which allows a dysregulation, or not dysregulate, which allows you to regulate your emotions with the dissociation, where you allow to look at it as a way of, this is what you're feeling, this is what's going on, this third person, which is an immediate effect. I have difficulty with that with my autism. I really feel the emotion, and I feel it like I can't, like, I've done it most of my life, but completely numb and all sorts of traumatic response to my emotions, and found out that I wasn't crazy. I was just not taught about my emotions, not taught what a human is. And that's what's so beautiful about witchcraft that I've learned, is that it's a lot to do with being human. What we do, how we do, just what would be a natural flow or natural reaction. And decolorization, as they call it nowadays, is a wonderful tool that allows you to get more in touch with yourself. That's crazy. Anyways, even manifest physically, causing a lack of sleep or digestive problems. Over the 12 engaging lessons of Overcome Your Overthinking, acclaimed meditation and yoga teacher Dr. Heidi Sormaz, I'm just going to call her Sormaz, who have a PhD in psychology from Yale University with an emphasis on cognitive psychology, not only provides the science behind cognitive behavior therapy, but she'll also arm you with a toolbox of exercises and techniques that are most effective in breaking the spell of overthinking. Yeah, so like, and right now I'm in the lecture of lesson 9. Where's lesson 9? It's something about gratitude. Okay, express gratitude to change your thinking. And it does. it has an effect on your brain. So there's wisdom in gratitude and practicing gratitude as arming yourself against depression. Being thankful for and genuinely thankful for what you need to be thankful for or what you want to be thankful for. It makes a difference. It has an effect. So I mean, you don't have to do it, but I mean, if you do it, it does have uh, it has an effect on you. It changes how you do things and how you feel about things that happen to you. So yeah, I tried practicing gratitude last night. It was different. I didn't tell my family to practice it. I didn't like, hey, what are you thankful for? And I just practiced it to see what it would do. Because it's winter and it's easier for us to come down with some sort of sad in winter. I don't get out as much. I'm not as physically active in winter as much. I just want to sit here and crochet, be a little old granny. But being inactive is a difference to your health. I mean, some people are like, you don't have to run and jog and cardiovascular activities. You could just walk and be active and move around and get things done. Some of those people are sitting there living for 120 years. They move. I seen, what is my aunt's name? I'm picturing her face, but somehow her name is not. Anyway, she's 90, 80, 90. She's 90 something years old, I say. And I seen her a while ago when she was like 87, 85, 87. Dude, she gets her butt up. She's got this little walker and she moves her little, gets going cooking. Oh, we're going to go. It was at my aunt's, not my aunt's funeral, but my aunt was, had cancer and she was passing away. And the whole family from all over the States came. And it's the first time I'd seen that I had. We seem to only get together for the funerals. I don't know why, because nobody's getting none. I mean, nobody has any money in this family. That's what trauma does to you. So all my aunts and uncles that have been traumatized, nobody has money. My sister has money because I'm pretty sure that it's because my parents favored her, treated her so nice. That the trauma. I have a hypothesis. So if you treat your child like they're your favorite and you love them, and they're going to succeed, more likely to succeed. And if they succeed and you don't treat them like your favorite, it's out of spite. You're never going to speak to them again, and you're not going to get the result. You're not going to benefit from any result of them being successful. So, yeah. Pretty sure, yeah. Comparatively, how I was treated versus how my siblings were treated, because I was the weirdo. And I couldn't always turn it off and mask as well as other people at times. And sometimes I masked better than typical people mask. And sometimes I just parroted really well. Tell you, trauma. But it happens. I'm not where I want to be yet, but the fact that I'm healing will allow me to be more successful in my endeavors. So bringing that function and looking at, where I'm going rather than the hurt that I've been, and understanding the hurt is connected to a whole lot of, I need to heal. And then I work on healing, understanding, and being able to look broadly, because if you can look broadly in certain aspects, it's what the attention deficit disorder does with the, oh, let me go in seemingly non-related subject, just jump out of, oh, you're telling me this very important story. Here, let me, some non-related thing. Broadens your perspective too, because it becomes a problem to solve. And when you have a narrow aspect of any, like, I have to solve this problem, I have this problem, I need to solve it. When you're narrow about it, when you're like hyper focused on it, and you narrow it down to just that, it becomes very difficult to solve it. It becomes a problem and therefore very difficult to solve it. But if you're open to the big picture of the whole place, of the whole thing, the way it's interconnected with so many other aspects, and the broader of where you're going, like I'm going to live a healthier life. If my aspect is to live a healthier, more life, so that I can support those that I love, so I can support myself and support the ones that I love, because I have seen people put themselves out there to help other people and throw themselves under the bus to save other people, and their health deteriorates. And these people that they've helped so much have been dependent on them, and then they're no longer there to be dependent on. It's just like hanging out. But if you take a wild baby out of the wilderness and just take care of them, but then drop them back into the wilderness without any skills, they don't survive very long. Hi. I'm live recording. Do you want to go back to sleep? Okay, get some sleep. It's fine. Yeah. So what you do is focus on being healthy, providing a healthy environment, and being able to provide more health for yourself and stability, and things that you're looking for, that allows for a lot of growth. And then you can get further. So if you worry about getting money, all you'll do is get money. And sometimes people get money at the expense of their health. And they want to get money for their family, but they get money and they lose their family, because the money was more important. Instead of the balance, I'm getting money for the family. Maybe I should take care of the family while I'm getting money. So if you focus on taking care of the family and understand that money is for food, being able to understand how to achieve food with or without money, be able to achieve good health with or without money, and that the money is supposed to buy things that help you be healthy food, healthy exercising, healthy environments, breathing. Like, oh my gosh, the smog is killing us. Let's get out to go vacation someplace with clean air, seaside. And, wow, my health condition's improving. Somebody, to use the money to do all that. If you balance your needs and desires for the whole point of getting money. I mean, money is useless if you're not alive to spend it. Then people spend so much money fighting each other for the money that there's no more money left. So yeah, it's not so much that I need money, but I need a means of shelter for my loved ones and myself. I need to be able to provide healthy food, not just food that'll kill us or make us sick, but healthy food. Water, clean water, I mean, if I need shelter, I'm going to need clothing or some means of protecting that skin from the weather in a way that's favorable to me and feels good to me. So, understanding that money is only as good as it provides, especially in this inflation. Um, yeah, so learning skills is a value. Learning for yourself is a value. Being able to learn how to find information in this world is a value. So, yeah, these are important wisdoms that I want to share with you because you are my valued viewer. Hopefully, my children are able to watch this. Like, yeah, I leave this my legacy for my children, the wisdom that they may have long and forgotten because we're so focused on capitalism and becomes more political than it becomes what it is. My kids are like, we're not getting a vaccine because it's political. I don't care if it's political or not. Get a vaccine because not because of what the politics is because of what the vaccine is. To wonder, I mean, be healthy. Though I don't, yeah. The world that we live in, the world that we create for ourselves, the inner world that we have. So it's dimensionally, I mean, because if you look at the microscopic world and you look at the exponential kind of, what is it, microscopic of the microscopic. I never remember that word. The aspect of things. That's my word. I mean, if we have muggles, so I could say aspect. The aspect in which you look at the world outside, the universe outside of the world, and back again. I love it. The world is full of experiences for us because we experience life. And it's so funny that we experience life, but we can only experience so much. Like a dog experiences through the sense of smell, which is so much stronger, so much a wider range than ours as humans. And spectrums of light. It's so intriguing that there are so many more spectrums of light to see that we are not equipped to see these spectrums of light. It's fascinating what the universe holds for us, what the world holds for us, what is so beyond us in this understanding of, world and how to be with each other. So I'll focus on good health. Mind, body, heart, and soul. And it's so funny that we recognize soul and spirit universally, or a higher power universally. These aspects of the higher power. That we don't forget to recognize the higher power within ourselves. Our own higher power is important. And I am lecturing. That's tomorrow. Spiritually, it's tomorrow. Religiously, spiritually, it's tomorrow. But it's in my everyday life, I see so many interconnecting webbings of these thoughts, of what we do. Providing happiness, which provides our good health. Because with autism and ADHD, I've learned that it's really a matter of happiness. We have this ability to produce being happy about our environment. And once we do, we can function much better. Our functionality or our dysfunction is the lack of serotonin balance and dopamine, oxycontin. So that's why we, have a history as a type in our species to go after, actually, drugs. I don't, but this lack of dopamine, it interferes with our ability to function with each other or ourselves, to function with ourselves. This executive function through trauma. It intrigues me that the body can be like, nope, we're sitting here, not doing anything. But I want to go pee. I want to go get something to drink. I need to breathe right. So breathing is a powerful tool to develop. It won't solve everything, just like being hydrated won't solve everything. So being hydrated when you go to get diagnosed, and making sure that dehydration is eliminated so that they can get to any other symptoms, because making sure that your problems aren't caused by dehydration. And to eliminate that, like, oh no, I really had nothing to worry about. It was just dehydration, and that's why I was having memory problems. And like all these symptoms cleared up because now I'm hydrated. And seeing if there's still remaining symptoms will allow you to get more accurate diagnosis. Being healthy, eating healthy foods that for you are healthy. Like if you have a reaction to gluten, then you probably shouldn't eat gluten. If you have adverse effects with dairy or milk or something, or lactose, that kind of thing, you should probably avoid those foods and eat more foods, other ones. Why is this twisted? Almost done with this, and then we'll finish up because I've got about 10 minutes before now. And I'll probably try more shorts to see if I can help the creation, because being a creator and content creator and priestess makes things, Reverend Priestess, like it more trust so that people have it if they need it. Not they have it if they need it, not they have to use it or love. I have learned that I may have defiance disorder. I definitely have symptom-like issues. And I believe my fiance also does. And it's that my poor children. Yes. You have to. I'll show you have to. Just, yeah, no. Just burn this place down. No, nobody will burn any place down just to show, just to prove anything. No, nobody's going to do that. For those who take the sarcasm literally, just like, no, nobody's going to burn anything down to prove or disprove have to's. I have to be like, do not press the big red button. This one? No, I definitely, yeah. No, that is not diagnosed. Yeah. But that does medically turn things in my brain. I'd be like, no, I will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is. Yeah, that may be an issue. That may interfere with my life. But and I'm not sure whether or not that is like dopamine related. But yeah, that wouldn't be my intention. That wouldn't be my ambiguously ambiguity. In my ambiguity, how would I phrase that? I want to be cooperative. No, conformed. No, like conformity can go suck. Things that people who should not be conforming other people should do. There should be a consensus. But you got to be careful with consensus because it has positive and negative effects. Some people feel coerced in a consensus, but as long as people consent and they're or consent to non-consent or consent to, I never consent to non-consent. I will tell you that I consent to only with my permission. Only my permission. Woo. Yeah. I didn't understand consent to non-consent for a long time. Yeah. So for the record, I never consent to non-consent. Consent means that you're okay with something. For those who haven't heard the word before or haven't come across it. So feeling this reaches a lot of like non-English speaking countries. So I don't think anybody here in the States are going, oh, look, this lovely content creator. Love this place. The city, Caren, you are my love. But yeah, I openly talk about a lot of the trauma to an extent because it should be normalized. It shouldn't be grown the trauma, the negative effects. But being open, I'm in a time, in an environment where being open about mental health has really proven essential to education of those who are uneducated make really damaging. Nope, that's not right. No, it is right that what I'm saying. Those who are uninformed, mental health and ability to function in society and the ability to feel well, like you would physically feel well. It is a physical thing because your body, if it's on accord, whether or not you're willing or consciously trying to do stuff, will physically manifest. But you subconsciously don't Um, trying to find the stitch. What you consciously don't accept or consciously aren't aware of. Your health is just like your physical health. Taking care of your mental and spiritual health, and taking care of your emotional health is essential. Your spiritual health, you don't have to like buy some prayer to get into heaven, but spiritually, as in performing actions that allow you to sleep at night. Um, if you witness an occurrence where somebody is treated unfairly, and there's a part of you ambiguously that wants to fight or save them or take care of them, and you sit and you do nothing because it may not be safe to do so. You may have executive function saying, nope, that's if we sit, so we live to do another day. Spiritually, learning what you can do to be able to sleep with that consciousness, with that jibbity cricket, as Disney put it, that makes you feel it's not an aspect of are you a good or bad person, but are your actions something that you can feel good with? Are your thoughts something that you can align with? Because a lot of times people justify things that I could never find justification for, harming other people in ways that I couldn't sit with. Spiritually, there's no way that I could sit well with certain things, certain harms to other people or to themselves. And so those align your morals, spiritual morals, and social morals and things like that. So your spiritual health is very important, and you need checks and balances when you're in a religion that allow your health, your spiritual health. If you've gone to a church and you're, for example, if you're gay and you go to a church that says that gay is a sin and it's wrong and needs to be eradicated from life, then spiritually you're going to suffer, because that's not good spiritual health. Inclusion, for you to hate another aspect of human life, is not healthy spiritually. So that is the type of suffering that I would love to enable all of us inclusively to be able to navigate and to deal with, so that spiritually you feel whole as a person. That's my hope with the Wise One religion, is that you have the skills and the tools to be you, to be who you are, to be what you are, to be, to love your whole self, and accept your whole self, and accept your spirituality, and expect your divinity, accept and to encompass your whole spirituality and your whole divinity within yourself and each other and with the earth, which is a very powerful, wonderful tool that we'll get into more tomorrow. But it's important to humans. When you have a spiritual discord, or you have a physical discord, or you have a emotional discord of, and I'm not talking about the app, with yourself, with each other, with the earth, it traumatizes. And the resonating frequencies, or the results, or the events and occurrences that happen, that imprint upon your DNA, and imprint upon your person, and imprint upon your children and your loved ones and your circles and the organism of society that is amongst ourselves and each other, there's a difference. There is a vast difference. So your mental health, treat it like a physical health, spiritual health, treat it like you would a physical health, like an antibody. These little golden members who help heal where these viruses of fear and unaccepted and unlearned emotions that do more harm than good to yourselves and others. That's vitally essential. I find, it's not so much you have to take care of yourself to be healthy. It's when you take care of yourself, you find that you're a lot healthier. When others take care of you, you find that you're healthier. And when you take care of others, you find you and the other ones that you take care of are healthier, and that it has repercussions. It resonates, and it comes back, it perpetuates, and it comes back and it flows. And so you're this whole series of experiences of anywhere from crying at your birth to, walking and talking time you're born, or to, the miracles that are of yourself, your own divinity. We strive for, ascension. I strive through the hypothesis of ascension rather than death. That's not so much that I feel that death is a bad thing or it's horrible and we can't have death. It's more of making peace with death, but also understanding that there could be this aspect that everybody can ascend, with learning through ourselves and each other and our connection with our earth, with God, with our universe, and with this whole, as crazy as it sounds, it makes so much sense and convince. Take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to believe it. I'm not asking you just believe this. No. You may find a different aspect of it that you enjoy. And these things are a beautiful puzzle piece of the world, this beautiful tapestry of society and events and time and space and the wibbly wobblies of ins and outs of existence. We are so blessed to be this life form on this planet, and whereas it's so difficult to find other sentient beings, bipedalers, and it's fascinating. We're not alone, but it feels like we're alone on this planet, but we have each other, and this universe, and in this time, and in this space, and in this existence of what we know and what we explore. So don't be afraid to explore these possibilities. Don't be afraid to explore what I've said, because it's in hypothesis, it's in exploring, it's in what we know so far, and in what we're learning can be, is, and was, and yeah, the grandeur. So maybe that's why I'm getting so much done, it's because I'm manic. So if you're getting money, make sure that if your goal is to get a ton of money in society, remember that you don't sacrifice what you're getting the money for. So if you're getting the money to provide for your family, don't sacrifice your family for this money, because then this money is empty to you. Try to strive for, if you're getting money for health, strive not to compromise your health. So there would be no point to doing that. Yeah. Good luck. And I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for listening. That's insane. Over an hour. Oh, but yeah, you guys are wonderful, and I really appreciate those who view this. If you ever view this later, click through it here and there, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see about doing shorts and things like that, so that yeah, I'm not just talking to the universe, but if you catch this and I've had no views, then it's exclusive for you. And it's for kids because, I want to teach them. This is my legacy. Hard to explain that. But yeah. So I love you. I love you. And you have a good one until next we meet, okay?